Oh, so you can help them, what's the word I'm looking for?
Design or
personalize it your own.
Yeah, their own way.
Okay.
I've seen it. There's different albums too. This one is a little travel ledger, but you could make it towards baby or wedding, just depending on the colors and the embellishments that you choose.
Wow. And then all of these different colors are from the different glimmer mists that you use. This isn't paper. You've glimmer misted the papers to create the background.
With the paper or with the mist itself.
And this is from one of these stencils you spray.
Yeah, this right here. You can just lay down the stencil and spray around it. We also show other techniques using either a foam brush or a rubber brayer to move around the mist. And it's water based, so it kind of shows some watercolor techniques.
Boy, this sounds like the place to come for a class on glimmer mist. Thank you for bringing Nicole over.
No problem. She's a great asset for us. She's so creative. She has all the creativity that I don't. So.
Oh well, then the two of you work together really good.
Exactly.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. You know, do you have any guest demonstrators?
We have had guest demonstrators. Depending on the vendor that we're working with, we have, from Quick Cuts, we have the Epic 6, and there are times where they'll come in and bring someone that knows the product backwards and forwards, and they do the demonstrating. We also have people that we feel are experts because we've seen their end product come in and it's just amazing. So we've actually had a woman that has used alcohol inks for years come in and teach a class, and we welcome that. A customer of ours. Yes.
Oh, so when you get people that you see that they know what they're doing,
we'll have them.
Then you invite them in to teach.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing about this type of crafting is you learn something new from other people and how they apply their technique.
Right.
And to me, that you can't stop learning. So there's always something new. No matter how advanced you are, there's something new to be learned from someone else. So we invite our customers to bring in their samples of albums, and we'll put them on display. Your cards, your pages. We have a display case out front that you can put. We can put your work in, because you should be proud of it. I mean, that's what it's there for. But then that also gives us the idea that you know what you're doing, and if we see something that catches our eye and it would make a great class, we'll definitely incorporate it.
Oh, that's great. Okay, all right, and Nicole is going to demonstrate for us this Epic, what did you call it?
Epic 6.
Epic 6.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's new from Quick Cuts. It debosses, it does a letterpress, it also embosses and is a die cutting machine. And the great thing about this machine is that it fits all other die cuts or embossing folders. So if you have something for the Big Shot, the Cuddle Bug, anything like that, it works through here. And so it still does the die cuts, and it has a large selection for those. But what we're going to show you today is the L letterpress that specifically goes with this machine. And with this, this is the actual letterpress itself, and it comes with these great printing plates. We have a large selection of printing plates. This one is great for save the dates and wedding invitations, and we can show you in store how to use those. It's great. Grad parties, birthday invites, anything like that. Here's an example of the printing plate that is, you can leave it like this without any ink and run it through on the paper, and it'll just show the deboss. But what we're going to do today is add a little ink, The letterpress ink, I believe it comes with 20 different styles of inks.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And the great thing about these is that you can mix and match them. So if you have the 3 primary colors, you can get all different kind of colors from that. The one I'm going to be using today is a little bit fancier, and this is the gold. Perfect. With the ink too, you just need a very small amount of ink, less than a dime-sized amount actually, which is great, and it'll go a long way. And the letterpress does come with all of this here. This is just really an acrylic block, but it's a great way to move the ink around. And the foam briar comes with it as well. And I usually start out by just making a little square with the ink to get a good base of ink. And as soon as you get that, you can put it right on the plate itself. And add more if you need it. I'm just going to be doing a small square here today. And grab a piece of their letterpress paper.
Now, do you have to have special paper to do this?
You don't. Quick Cuts has come out with a letterpress paper that's really soft to the touch. It's very elegant to use. Great for the invites. However, I've also used it on normal cardstock, text weight paper as well. The only thing that it's not good on is vellum, because it debosses, and vellum, it's got more of a plastic fiber. It doesn't work as well.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yes. And I actually did this backwards, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It'll still work.
It'll still work.
Just flip it over. Wasn't thinking this morning. And you're just going to run it through the machine like any other die cutting machine, which is really nice. I think putting on the ink is the hardest part, and it's actually really easy to get a great looking professional letterpress invite. And let's see here, hopefully I added enough ink. I didn't, but you can see the deboss. Sometimes you have to run it through one. I think this is just an affordable way that you can really get those letterpress invites or cards rather than spending a lot of money going to an actual letterpress. And you can use it multiple times. So as you can see, it takes a couple tries before you trial and error the first few times. Realizing how much ink you should use.
So here's the first one, and then here's the second one. So that is trial and error.
I usually start out with, if I buy their letterpress paper, I usually start out with just a plain cardstock and try it a couple times to make sure I have it in the right way. The great thing too is that they have these little black placement cards that you can put right on here. So if you're doing multiple invites or multiple cards, the little squares will be right there for you to properly place your paper every time, which are nice, unless you're just doing one card like that.
Okay.
So that's the letterpress.
And then you have something